What's up, Trad Nation? This is
Breaking Trad.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Breaking Trad. I'm Alan.
And I'm Matt.
I'm Amanda.
Why the pause?
I don't know.
Go.
I'm Brittany.
So wait, did I come in too fast or something?
No, I was just trying to be mysterious.
Mysterious?
Yeah, I thought it.
Mysterious. All
I'm on
right.
a bunch of cold medicine. Excuse me.
Everybody's gung-ho and ready to go.
Yes.
So just recently been to the 2022 single string boot camp, which was fun.
Yes.
It was real fun.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Just kidding.
What has gotten into you two tonight? I'm
I
just
don't know. I
curious.
just feel like being goofy.
Yeah.
Well, it works. Whatever works. But that's not what we're here today for, right?
Nope.
No.
No, because we went there before, as you said.
Yeah. Right. But so today, on our guest, a good friend of the show, or wait, did I say that right?
No, there's
on our
nothing on him. I
guest.
hope not.
Run.
I apologize. Excuse me. So our guest today is a good friend of the show. He is, I guess, other than ourselves, as far as putting it together and getting things rolling with the show, he's kind of one that helped us out big time in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's not his first time.
No.
It's his second time,
It is.
and he is on today to promote one of the largest shoot in the state of Alabama.
Yeah. And honestly, like if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't be here at all. We would have never started
Right.
shooting.
Right, exactly. It's all on his shoulders, and I hope he knows that. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Terry Harris. Terry, how are you?
I'm doing well, and how are y'all?
Doing
Doing
good,
good.
man.
Good.
So, how's it going, man?
Doing great. Just we're counting down the days now before the Howard Hill Classic.
Yep.
Yeah, we are ready.
So, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll get Matt to look up here at me, and the girls can go in with it. When this show airs, it'll be 2 weeks to the shoot, right?
2 or 3.
Give me 1 moment.
June 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Well, I know when the shoot is. I'm talking about when the show airs,
It will.
That's
be,
what I'm saying. I'm giving you a calendar day.
like the
1 full
19th.
week?
Yeah.
2 full weeks.
Yeah.
3 full weeks. 3.
3 weeks. There we go. So it'll be 3 weeks of the shoot. Give plenty of people opportunity to listen to the show and try to
Make plans to go.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be down there on Memorial Day. That's when we typically start, right? Matt and Brittany, they're gonna come down and help. Amanda's got to work.
Memorial Day.
Oh no, never mind.
I normally have to work.
No, normally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is Memorial Day?
It's
The
that-
last Monday or the May.
Last Monday, May.
The 30th. Let's see. That's Amanda. That's a Kayla. That's a Brittany. That's a man.
It's a me.
So
It's a
that so Terry, tell us what you've been doing as far as like getting the ball going, like getting ready to go for the shoot.
Well, just been advertising on Facebook, stickbow.com and Trad Gang, getting flyers out to some of the events. I went, of course, to the Tennessee Classic last weekend, which was an enormous shoot. We had great weather. I'm hoping we can carry that weather on to our shoot.
Oh,
And and that's primarily it. Getting ready to send out probably about 1,300 emails, and got about between 600 and 700 mail outs. We're getting ready to mail out.
awesome.
So that, just other than word of mouth, that's what we're trying to do.
I
Yeah.
got you. This is a big one. This is the one I look forward to every year.
so much fun.
Yeah.
They've got all kinds of fun stuff going on and extras this year, right,
Yeah.
Terry?
Well, we do. We started, I think it was the 5th Howard Hill Classic. We started the championship shoot down. At that time, we gave a plaque. Then we started giving, Howard Hill custom bows to the men and the women winner between the women's longbow recurve, men's longbow recurve. Last year, I separated the men's longbow and recurve, so there were 2 shoot downs for the men, and last year we also separated a women's recurve longbow. So there's 2 shoot downs. And then, of course, Rhonda's luck of the draw shoot for, people just getting started and non-qualifiers.
Right.
This year, we've added actually 2 more shoot downs. There'll be a total of 7, counting Rhonda's, but Three Rivers Archery was sponsoring a super senior shoot down. So the seniors are 62 to 69 and the super seniors are 70 and above.
Uh-huh.
And then a friend of the shoot that came 2 years ago, a gentleman by the name of Randy Knight, lives in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to help out this year. I was going to do it, but he decided he is sponsoring a men's self-bow shoot down. This would be the first time
wow.
that we're having a men's self-bow shoot down. And I don't know of any other. I mean, I'm an individual, as we know, and I've got good friends like y'all that help me. But I don't know of any place there is that has like 6 shoot downs for the men in different classes that have, that pay out between $3,000 and $4,000 worth of prize money to the winners. And then, of course, the first, second, and third place winners of all the men, and of course, the first, second, third place winners of the women, longbow recurve, they will then shoot for the American traditional Archer's Top Shot Award. Each will get 1 arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And walk away with an outstanding, I think one of the prettiest awards. It's an American Eagle that I've had yet. I've had 2 thus far, and this is I think the prettiest I've seen.
You sent me a picture and
I've
you
seen
posted
it.
on Facebook. It was
I've seen it on
enormous.
Facebook. I want to share it on our page too because it's
Okay.
it's awesome. So I'm gonna have to get that and share it with everybody on the Breaking Trad page.
Absolutely. Hopefully we get 800 plus this year.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but I hope we have a good crowd.
I think we will. I think it's gonna be great.
I think it's coming alive.
Yeah, and even like it's June, so you're gonna get those rain showers, but sometimes they're kind of warranted.
Don't you wish that evil on him?
No, those little temporary. I like it. It cools me off. It gets kind of hot. I mean, it's Alabama in June.
I've had really 2 years out of the 18 that we've had some fairly, severe thunderstorms. Nothing really, really bad.
Right.
But, we've had them. And normally, when they've been even forecasted, it was never as bad as they forecasted. And that's, myself have talked to other promoters of other events that people, and I understand when you're traveling from state to state or across several states to go to an event, and you're looking at weather. I know I do.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's odd is that when you get there, sometimes it doesn't even rain at all.
No,
We've had thunderstorms go around us and never rain on the shoot. So it's just, but you have that chance of a pop-up shower.
Yeah.
But normally we've been very fortunate. We'll have several vendors there. Got a food vendor that will be serving, of course, supper and lunch and breakfast through the weekend. He's a great food vendor. I've met him. Things as pulled pork and Polish sausages, hamburgers. Friday night supper will be catfish and fried chicken. So he's very good.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Talking my language, catfish, fried chicken.
No, and you're right. We have it has gotten really lucky. Even when there's rain forecasted or thunderstorms forecasted, it kind of breaks up and goes around us.
Yeah,
it does. It does.
So
It just seems that's.
Yeah. So don't
That's
be
what happens at Tenny Hill.
discouraged. If you see
Oh,
if you see
no.
rain, thunderstorms, it's Alabama, and even if it does come through, it's going to move out quick. So
It normally does. It really does. And we got three days of shooting, so it gives you time to. And of course, as we've discussed before, it's a multi-round event that. I start the ranges at 6 o'clock in the morning, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is early for a lot of folks, but people are up.
Yeah.
And they want to go hit the range, have some breakfast, shoot.
Right.
And it's a multi-round shoot. You can improve the score every time you go around. There's 30 Reinhardt targets throughout the Tenny Hill State Park and also Camp Jack Wright Boy Scout Camp.
Mm.
So the terrain is really nice. It's beautiful. You've got woods, you've got rocky terrain that you have some challenging shots. But as Alan can tell you, I pride myself on putting a course out that's fun, challenging, and certainly I don't cover any kill zone with a trash shot. You may have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit, but I try to look out for bow limbs. Some of these bows are real expensive.
Yeah.
yeah.
And but it's usually I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't had any complaints about people thinking that this is not a fair shoot, and it's a fun. And if they're not having fun, Alan, what do I say? They're not coming back.
I know. What can you do? I mean,
Right.
I've never not
Yeah.
had fun. It's
Not-
my favorite place
Not
to go.
only does he take pride in the way he sets his course up, but he also considers the lefties
yeah.
and the righties.
Yeah, he
you know?
does.
Oh, well, you
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
My
Right.
dad was a southpaw, and he'd have been upset if I hadn't set up something for him. If he, if he had shot a bow, I mean, you got to. And I've seen, and a lot of shoots do that. We do take those consideration. I know when, Amanda's dad Scott was helping me, and you do as well. You kind of carry that torch to. We got to make sure that the shoot, even and at times, you got some shorter people, like Matt. That gets and Brittany, that we got to make sure that if they're looking over a little hump or something, that they can they got a good shot at it.
Yep.
Yeah, you still sore about that?
Listen, that turkey
Try the microphone.
was not visible when I was down in that rut.
Well,
Not at your shoot. Not at your shoot.
well, let me tell you,
Somewhere else.
that's when Matt's supposed to get on all fours and you just stand on him.
Right.
We did offer that, I think.
Mhm.
That's it.
I think actually
we'll
if
hold
I
you
have been
up.
offered.
But that was quick. It was quick and witty. It caught us all off guard. Brittany started busting out laughing. And so, Matt and Brittany going to come down. They're going to help us out. The rest of the guys coming?
Oh, absolutely. I've talked to Gary and Johnny and Mike. We'll all be there.
Awesome.
There's no doubt. Brittany knows what she's got to do. She knows her assignment right off. What is it, Brittany?
Tanning. I
Yeah.
get to tan.
That's exactly right. While you're tanning, you get to watch the trailer.
Right. So it's like you said, it's a multi-round event. So everybody make sure you bring your longbow, your recurve, your self bows, because there's plenty of time to get in there and shoot all three.
Oh,
Mhm.
there is. And, of course, also take into consideration the first round that a person shoots, that will be the qualifying round
Yeah.
for the championship shoot down. So whatever bow you're going to shoot, you try to get your first round in. And the first round, it could be the highest round for the weekend. And that would also go toward the award ceremony on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's, and there's, of course, Alan, as y'all know, at Tannehill State Park, there's a lot to do for the entire family, even if you bring members of the family that don't shoot.
Yeah.
They can fish. They've got biking trails. They got hiking trails,
Mhm.
craft cabins.
They got that-
Tannehill, the Iron and Steel Museum. They've got the historic furnace they can go visit.
Oh,
I mean, Tannehill is just an array of things for the whole family to enjoy. And it is, a little small train in the park from the front of the park down to Farley Field, and take the kids on. So
Yeah.
it's a good venue.
They even got some playgrounds too. You can take
They
the kids
do.
over to.
They do.
And the kids are
And the
getting
sweet
restless.
shop. You go get some outstanding milkshakes down at the sweet shop
Yeah.
right inside. It's front of the park.
I got
But,
friends
yeah.
that go down there just to camp.
But speaking of kids, are you still going to have your Cubs range set up this year?
There will be a Cubs range for, of course, Cubs shoot free, 7 and under.
Mhm.
Every participating Cub will get an American traditional archer medallion to hang around their neck.
Yeah.
So I've done that for the last 2 years, and I think they're beautiful. It's the American Eagle,
Oh, they are nice.
and it is so it's. But yeah, they'll have their own range where parents can take them out and let them shoot, and it's a competitive range for the kids because we give awards to the Cubs too,
Right.
so they can shoot as many rounds because when you're talking 30 targets and you've got a long walk through the woods, some of these 7 and 6-year-olds, they get tired. So you let mom and dad take these kids around and just say, okay, kids, now y'all come on with us. So everybody gets to, I feel like the Howard Hill Classic offers, especially now with the shoot downs, for everybody out there with a different type of bow,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and the Cubs is something for everyone at this event.
Yeah,
Right.
I completely agree. I love that you did that because normally our kids are, the little ones, they get tired out, like you said, real quick. So
They do.
that little cub range is perfect size. They'll make it through the whole thing, and then they don't
And-
have
and
to
it's-
carry their bows the whole way.
That's
through
right.
the
It's shaded.
adults.
It's a quick walk from the
Mhm.
pavilion, and you just down by the practice range. And like I said, I touched base on the prize money. Every participating shooter that comes in first, second, or third It's a $300 first place, 200 second, 100 third. And I would like to speak a little bit about Rhonda's luck of the draw. That was her idea a
Yes.
couple of years ago.
Please.
That people that
which we
are
have
just getting
a winner in house, by the way. I just want
absolutely.
That's what I was
First
pointing
time
to
he'd
you.
ever shot a competition. Alan's brother won, and
Yeah, and
and
Brittany.
of course they, and Brittany.
Yeah.
That's right. But last year and this year as well, Bear Archery has donated to the winner of the men and women luck of the draw winners either a Bear Montana longbow or a Bear Grizzly recurve. And then there's cash prizes for second and third. So, and what this is for is if you're getting someone, as your brother did, Alan, just getting started, or sometimes they don't get to practice as much. And that's why we call it luck of the draw.
Right.
Because we tell everybody to carry their bow, and we put all the names we can put into a bucket. And we'll draw 5 of the women's names and 5 men. And that way we feel like it's fair that, it's just a luck of the draw that you're in the shoot down if you're a non-qualifier. So everybody has a chance to either shoot, and most have a really good chance to win. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty fun. I love that thing. I love it though, because I mean, there's a lot of people who love shooting, like you said, and may not shoot very well, and they still want to participate. They get the chance. I mean, you can't go wrong.
I've told many people over the years, you shoot till your fingers hurt.
Yes.
Because I mean and that's why I say a lot of folks shoot their best round their first or their best round their last. And that's why there's the shoot down for their first round qualifier.
Yeah.
A true championship shoot, you don't get to shoot multi-round shoots. You shoot one time, but people that travel states across and travel hundreds of miles and to shoot with a friend, sometimes these friends they only see once a year.
Yeah.
Right.
So they get to shoot and compete round after round after round and possibly improve to where they could, place or win the award ceremony.
Yeah.
But their first round comes in and says, then you got to compete in front of a crowd. And that's when, you think, holy cow.
That's the real test right there.
This is the real test. And you've got a chance to win, some money or, even the top shot. Person who comes in third place may win the standing eagle. So
you never know.
it's pretty interesting, but that's why they come. They want to shoot till they can shoot no more, and they pay for that, so let them shoot and play. And you make 2, 3, 4 rounds, the price of admission, which is really, I think, fair. I mean, you're talking cents on a dollar by the time the weekend's over.
Oh yeah, it's well worth it. Well, there's 2 things that happens to me every time I get down there. On Friday, I'm chasing my first round, and by Friday afternoon, I'm chasing Amanda through the course. So,
well, there you go.
Listen, one year, I got 10 rounds in.
That's 300 targets.
10.
That was your
I did 10 rounds.
That was your third.
How many rounds? Was this Brittany?
No, it's
No, it's
Amanda.
Amanda.
I did.
So you got 10 rounds in?
I did.
And
you owe me some more money.
I think it was the year maybe the IBO was there and the course
I'm losing
opened.
money on Amanda Allen. I'm losing money.
I think it was because the course opened on Thursday. That was the IBO was there that year, and it opened Thursday. So Thursday to Sunday, I worked in 10 rounds. I was running.
Yeah.
I was wore out.
I'm older now though, so I don't probably not going to happen anymore.
Well, Ryan Ramsey one year came to the Howardale Classic and shot 14 rounds.
Wow.
He shot every bow he had and shot. This man's in his 50s. 14 rounds.
Ouch! I was hurting.
25
after
targets.
10.
25
We had
30 targets.
we had at that time we had 30. It was 30, but that's when I had the Delta and all that. There were 30 targets out there.
Yeah.
Well, there may have been 25. I thought there was 30. In fact, I'm almost sure there were.
I know the year that Amanda was talking about doing the 10, there was 30 targets.
Yeah.
It was a 30 target course.
And that would include it, so 300 plus any practice shots at the practice range,
absolutely.
at the back.
And all the Reinhardt targets, as Alan knows, they're all in outstanding shape. Some are just almost like, most are just almost like new. They said years ago, Reinhardt holds up. They certainly do.
Yeah, you just got actually some new targets, didn't you?
I did. Some of the shoot down targets hadn't even been shot. So
yeah.
Did you pick anything else up this year?
Maybe a Bigfoot.
Brittany said you need to get a Bigfoot.
No, I would like to, but the price is just
Yeah,
it's as high as he is.
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
they're pretty pricey.
Or Willie Nelson.
And I'd love to have one, but it's just, there's only certain things that, that we're able to do. And,
But you,
that's not one of them.
Yeah.
I've tried to get one when they put the blims online,
Mhm.
but I mean, just as soon as you bid, somebody outbid you.
yeah,
Wow.
you've got some really big, nice targets though. You've got the bedded
Well,
elk.
there's only
huge.
one small target on out of the 30. I've got a strut and turkey.
Yeah,
Everything
I
else is
hate.
mid to large targets. So I mean, I don't particularly like to go to an event that has a third of their targets that are real small.
Yeah.
That you can put those out in a novelty course, but I like and this is just me. I'm not criticizing anybody else. I'm just saying I like to where you're shooting mid to large targets,
yeah.
and I think most people feel that way. You
Oh, yeah.
you throw a couple of smalls in because you keep them honest by doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I like the mid to large targets
Well,
when I shoot.
I tell you one thing. I'd rather tote that bedded elk 500 times than have to shoot another turkey.
Well, yeah, the turkeys they'll throw you. But I'm gonna tell you, a lot of folks don't understand the African lion.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
When you talk about carrying a target, it's heavier than that elk.
It is.
it is. Yeah,
It's a heavy target. It's a beautiful target,
it is.
but it's thick. It's from top to bottom. That's a big target. That's a big target.
Yeah, we got to
Fascinating.
carry that one twice last year when we put it out at the wrong spot.
Right.
And then
Lessons learned.
I mean, it's so enormous that we have to we got to use the feet, the perpendicular feet that you caddy corner or you angle nail the
Kind of like we have to use a mic.
Oh,
Oh, was that-
absolutely. Yeah, you can't. It just doesn't sit down on rebar like some of the other targets. You've got special set of stands that these like that the lion or if you have a standing elk or the moose, they have to use. Because they're so heavy.
So
Got a couple of interesting shots we'll set out this year that Alan, that Gary, who also helps us, you're going to love the bedded elk shot this year. It's a little different.
you already went out
I'm
and flagged it.
excited.
Huh?
I said you already been out and flagged it.
We have not flagged it. We won't flag it till right before we put out the targets.
I got you.
I'm
So
excited.
can you give us a list of the yardage of each target?
Well, probably average, I'd say average 75 yards.
75
Woo!
yards.
Good deal.
Y'all,
So work
Yeah.
on that gap.
Y'all
Work
come
on that gap.
bring your
You know-
A game.
I'm kidding.
Are we moving into field archery, Terry?
The longest shot, of course, normally is the elk, but most average shots are 20 and under.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're shooting through the woods and some, maybe between trees. You may have a larger target like a mule deer that may be 22 yards,
Mhm.
but again, you got a lot of your good archers.
Mhm.
They're going to shoot well regardless of where you have it.
Exactly.
It's the inexperienced archers who we're trying to draw in.
Right.
And where they're having a good time. No one likes to lose or bust an arrow.
No, yeah. Then you don't want them to bust all their arrows. on the
Says
first
No,
time.
you
and-
still owe your mom $100.
Listen, I was just that had nothing to do with Terry or his course. That was,
was-
just me. The trees and rock kept calling my name. I can't help it.
Right.
That was my fault.
Alan, did I ever tell you the story, if y'all have time for this?
Oh, yeah.
Go
Come
for
on.
A
it.
gentleman came years ago with Johnny Stelly, which is, from Louisiana, and a friend of his named Jesse.
Mhm.
Real thick Cajun accent. And this is one of the first years I did the classic. And we had a Jake turkey, the old Mackenzie Jake.
Mhm.
And there was a quarter of trees. I mean, it was really and I had that turkey Jake or Jake turkey at 20, right at 20, which is normally a little long for a Jake turkey. But
Mhm.
I thought, let's put one out there. It's a little challenging. And you could see the kill zone wide open. It was just a narrow quarter. And Jesse was in the supper line that night. And of course, he calls me over and said, "Terry, how come you put so many trees around that turkey?" And he said, "I
You
couldn't ever
sound
hit the
just
turkey."
like him.
Yeah. So I said, "Well, wait a minute." And I'm standing there next to John. I said, "Let me ask you a question. How wide is that kill zone?" And I held my fingers wide open. I said, there was not a tree in the way. I said, "How wide is your arrow?" He said, "Okay, that's enough said," because he knew that he should hit that turkey. But those trees were drawing arrow to him every time.
Yeah. Hey, I think your phone's kind of cutting out on us, so just a little.
Oh, my phone is?
Yeah, we're good now. Good
You're
to go.
back, you're
Good.
back.
Sorry. But yeah, what was the last part? I'm sorry.
I just on the about what he said about the trees.
Yeah.
He just said, when I asked him, I said, well, how wide is your arrow? He said, okay, that's enough sit. Because he knew he should have hit that turkey. It was just too much because there was nothing in the way of the kill zone, but the trees will draw an arrow to him every time.
Right.
It happens.
Yeah, I think we got pictures. Don't we got pictures?
I think there's
arrow
magnets
trees, tree
planted
arrows?
in those trees sometimes. Some real strong magnets.
Need to go ahead. What was you finna say?
No, there's definitely some magnets in the trees.
Oh, so what about T-shirts? You gonna have us some T-shirts
I'll have
this year?
the T-shirts are being printed as we speak.
Woo.
The back design will have Howard Hill on the back this year instead of the American traditional Archer Eagle. The eagle will be on the front left breast.
Oh, look, I
About
got
4 or
mine.
5 different colors. And but yeah, we'll certainly have T-shirts. That's got to be a must.
I've got mine on right now. I think it's
Do ya?
I think it's last year.
She's
Yeah,
showing
it
it
is.
off.
It's last year.
It's Howard Hill on the back.
Yeah.
Microphone in the way.
But yeah, there. But I think black, navy, kind of a cardinal red, and possibly like a hunter green.
We love Hunter Green.
Yep.
And the screening this year will be athletic gold instead of white.
Ooh, that'll be nice. Well, make sure you go grab your T-shirts. Ron will have them over at the
yeah,
table, at the
every year
registration table.
Yeah, you need to get them quick because once they're gone, they're gone.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah, they get going quick too.
They
Gonna
do.
need you to put one aside for me.
I got a whole collection of them in my closet.
Well, y'all just get me quick.
What do we got? 9 years worth in our closet.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
8 or 9.
Are we doing raffles this year, man?
Yeah, we will have some. I'm not exactly sure what type of raffle we have because we try to raise money for the camp.
Right.
Big Wet Bows, Jim Belcher's donated a boat thus far. Since Jonathan with Three Rivers is sponsoring the men's shoot down,
Yeah.
I'm not getting a bow from him this year. I haven't talked to Big Jim. More than likely, he normally does. I hate to ask him. I'm thinking seriously about getting a Black Widow bow for a raffle this year.
Yeah.
So because we've done it before and just either a longbow or a recurve. I haven't talked to Roger, but I'm seriously considering it. Jim, I have not approached Big Jim because he's been so generous.
Mm-hmm.
Every year he's donated a bow, and he donated a bow last year for the Cubs course to draw money for that.
Yeah.
So I just, and with the pricing of everything going up this year, price of gas,
Yep.
and I know carrying that huge rig he's carrying around, I thought, you know what? I think he deserves a pass this year because he's always been very supportive of me.
Of
I
course. Yeah. And that's that while we were talking about it, the raffle and usually raising money for the Boy Scout camp, correct?
Right.
And throw us some numbers out there. What did we end up with last year? Your total raise
For the camp?
Yeah, for the camps. Like total altogether.
Total altogether, I raised $1,900 and for the raffles for the camp, and of course I added $100 because I gave him $2,000. I try to, if I get it close to $2,000, and a lot of folks think, well, you're having these raffles, but truly, when I do a raffle, you're selling maybe 80 tickets for $20,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and it takes a lot. And not everybody. Some people just come in and throw $1 down. But on the card raffle for the bows,
Mm-hmm.
that did fair. Gary Zimmer, bless his heart, he was up there pushing these bows and what have you. And
Yeah.
but I've given the camp total a little over $48,000 over the last several years.
That's awesome.
Insane.
But I've given over $50,000. Part of that went to one year I did the Wounded Warrior.
Yeah.
And project, and then the year that I did the traditional Live Zone signature bow, I split that money with Children's Harbor, which is works with chronically ill kids.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of the traditional Live Zone bow, you do know that I don't know, Alan, did I tell you I was going to Missouri and I'm
Yep.
I had a book that went with that bow. I've got one copy left, and they've asked me to auction it off to go to the National Archery Hall of Fame. So I'm going to get several of the people that signed the bow will be there, and I'll get a few of those to sign their picture on the bow. And I hope it draws a little. So this is the biggest event that the Archery Hall of Fame induction ceremony has ever been.
Mhm.
The most they've ever had has been 200. They've already sold 275 tickets because this is the 50th
That's awesome.
anniversary.
That's awesome.
So this is a huge event. I'm looking for. I was, the Diane Miller, which is the CEO, CFO, asked me to come help with raffle. So it's kind of an adventure for me because it's the archery industry,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of like the Oscars of archery. The Wilson brothers, who they were, of course, they're deceased, but when they sold it to Ken Beck, you've got a gentleman named gosh, I can't even think of his name. There's 6 inductees, and they're all in their field. Where one guy would shoot quarters off of the models' heads, and this guy was a trick shooter back in the day. He'll be there. He's 85 years old. Y'all have all heard of Ben Pearson.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Ben Pearson boats. His son is going to be there to represent. Now, he's been inducted. He was one of the first inductees along with Howard Hill. So Ben Pearson's son will be there to represent his father because this is the 50th anniversary. Jerry Hill will be there to represent Howard Hill.
Wow.
So it's a big deal. And I'm very excited to be kind of a part of it this year.
That's
Pretty
awesome, man.
It really
you
is.
ought to be
That's so cool.
excited.
It's really
And we're at
cool.
least 80% positive that nobody will be slapped at this award ceremony.
Do what now?
Oh, yeah. A pop culture reference.
Well, he references Will Smith. He
And
said,
Chris Rock.
No, nobody will get slapped on stage.
Did you see that?
Right. I got you. Slapped in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Will Smith would make it out of there if he can.
Yeah.
Probably.
What are the dates for that, Terry? I know it's in
On the-
Missouri.
Oh, which one? The one in Missouri?
Yeah.
It's May the 20th and 21st. And the Bass Pro Shop in Springfield, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
The museum is housed there. One of the, I think, of course, you got Howard Hill, Fred Bear, Ben Pearson. They've actually got a bow that belonged to Geronimo there.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
If y'all ever get through Springfield, Missouri, and you can look it up online, this museum, I strongly recommend y'all visit this museum.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, we'll have to remember
Maybe
that.
just take a trip to Missouri to
Right.
visit the museum.
Yeah.
I got a friend of mine that goes every year, and he goes to Branson. I said, have you ever gone to the museum? He said, no. He said, been to the Bass Pro Shop. I said, it's gigantic. I said, you need to go to the museum. And I told him about the museum. He said, holy cow, I didn't know I was missing something. Because it is a huge museum in the Bass Pro Shop.
Well, that's
really-
awesome.
yeah, that's really cool. We'll have to remember that.
So Terry, can you tell us a little bit about the rates for the weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. The rates for like a single rate is, excuse my phone. I think Rhonda hopefully will pick it up. But for single rate all weekend long is $35.
Uh-huh.
For family is $70 and then if you have children, it's $10 a piece up to family of 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then if you shoot different classes, you pay $20. You can shoot your bow all you want, but if you want to compete, now you can shoot any bow you want, any other bow for free. But if you want to compete to have a chance at an award, it costs $20.
Okay.
So, and again, like I say, from 6 o'clock to 5 every day,
Mm-hmm.
if you figure $35 on 30 targets, if you shoot 2 rounds,
Right.
then you're like 60. And if you shoot 3, I mean, it goes down to pennies on a dollar. And I don't know of anybody that for the course of the weekend that doesn't shoot at least 3 rounds
Yeah.
on 30 targets
Yeah.
I got you.
and have a chance to go into the shoot down.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm so looking forward to this.
And so the shoot downs are going to go on Saturday.
They start at 4. We'll start posting names. I think the last cards have to be turned in at 2.
Mhm.
I'd have to check 2 or 2, and then we'll start posting names sometime after 3. As to the count, the first 15, there'll be 15 men and
Mhm.
10 women.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, 20 women for the bow, rate girder longbow.
Yeah.
Because normally that's what we normally average was around 20 women, even when they were combined.
Right.
The men, I mean, and I'm gonna tell you something for you folks out there. When I talk about super seniors and seniors,
Mhm.
they've been really doing extremely well. I'm kind of glad I got them away from the regular longbow and recurve guys.
Yeah,
they
me
were
too.
they were kicking their rear ends. So
there are several of them, and there's some
Yeah.
great shooters in that class.
There are some very good shooters. But everybody's, and what it's done by separating all these classes, it's really opened it up for a lot more people to play, especially your self bow.
Yeah.
I don't recall ever having a self bow shooter in the shoot down.
No.
Because they're at a little disadvantage when you're talking laminated bows, hybrid bows, things like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So now they've got a chance to get a piece of that pie.
That's
Right.
pretty good. And then the last part for the awards, first, second, and third places, cards will have to be in by no later than 1 p.m.
No later than 1, and we'll try to get the
On Sunday.
awards. Right. Try to get them out as soon as we can.
I think.
And there'll be a little surprise. I'm not saying it,
Ooh,
but when people on the award ceremony, I think you'll notice something out there that's going to be a little surprise for everybody.
Okay.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. There's a lot of surprises.
I know.
Of course.
Lots. No. Terry puts on a great shoot, and it runs so smoothly. Like, they've got it down packed. They know what they're doing. I'm never disappointed. Never. And I don't think anybody that comes out will be either. If you've never been, you need to get to it.
Right. Well, Terry, I think we're running on time now. What where we at?
36.
36. And so I guess we're gonna wrap it up. Is there anything else you want to add before we cut you loose?
I just have always said, I think if you come once, you'll come back. And we do. It's not an event; it's a family affair, and that's the way I feel. I just feel like it's family fun and friendship. I mean, that's kind of the way I've always looked at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think if you come here, you're guaranteed to walk away with some new lifetime friends.
Absolutely.
I think everybody that comes feels that way.
I firmly believe that as well.
And Terry will be
But
one of
you
them.
can't
Yep.
have ours because we're not sharing.
Huh?
But you can't have
She said
ours
they can't
'cause we're
have our
not
friends.
sharing.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
No.
But not.
Well, all right, Terry. Well, I'm really looking forward to it, man, and hopefully we can get together in a couple weeks and start putting it all together. Yeah.
That sounds great. We're looking forward to it.
Can't wait.
All right, man. Thanks. Bye now.
You
Bye,
bet.
Terry.
Bye bye.
Bye, Terry.
Bye bye, y'all.
All right, now we've reached the part of the show where we're going to read you off or attempt to read you off some shoots that are coming up. I'll start. We've got the, is this the right one? Is this fixed? The Reinhardt, Echo Valley?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think it is. Let's
All
pick
right,
that one.
so we're going to start off with the Bow Up Against Breast Cancer 2022. It's going to be Saturday, May 21st and Sunday, May 22nd, held at the Coleman County Archery Park in Coleman, Alabama, hosted by the Heritage Archery Club and BHA. We will be there. It's always fun and a great cause. They do raise a lot of money, so y'all come out and support it.
And then we've got the Southern Traditional Archery Association, Saturday, May 21st and Sunday, May 22nd. That's in Enid Lake, Mississippi. It's for a good cause, but I can't remember what it is. Do you remember?
Is this the Catch a Dream? I don't know.
Yes, I
Is it
think
Catch a Dream or is the June shoot Catch a Dream?
I'll
I'll have to look that up. I'll have to ask Kevin. Next, we have the TAS Worlds World
yeah.
Championship and Hoosier Traditional Archery Association or Archery Club. I can't remember, but it's May 28th through May 30th. It's awesome. If you need any information, look up John Ford on Facebook. He'll have the flyers and stuff, and we've shared the flyers on our Facebook page as well.
All right, and if you've made it this far, then you know about this next shoot. June 3rd, 4th, and 5th is the Howard Hill Traditional Archery event. Check our Facebook. We'll have the flyer posted. That's at Tanny Hill Historical Park. That's in McCalla, Alabama. You heard all those wonderful details about this shoot and all that's going to be going on that weekend. So come on out and join us. It's going to be a good time.
Yes, so much fun. It's our favorite. All right. So then we have a Reinhardt 100 at Bismarck, Shields, and Nishu Bowman. That's in Bismarck, North Dakota, June 3rd through the 5th.
June 4th and 5th, and you would give me a crazy one too. You
I mean,
just had to throw it in there.
That last one was kind of crazy too.
Chippewa. Ah, got it. I think that's right.
Sounds right.
Chippewa Bow Hunters in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin.
All right, then June 11th and 12th, the 31st annual Rapids Archers traditional shoot. That's going to be in Coon Rapids, Minnesota.
That sounds like a place we should visit. June 11th, it's a fun shoot and competition in Harrisburg, Kentucky. That is held by the Kentucky Traditional Bow Hunters Association.
Then we have June 11th through 12th, the IBO Southern Triad Championship, hosted by Panhandle Bow Hunters at the Klondike Archery Park in Pensacola, Florida. It's a really nice course. We really enjoy going down there. So I think that's all. So we really need some June shoots, May, June, August. If you have anything, flyers, please send those in to us so we can add them to our list.
And I did figure out that Reinhardt 100 is the Conway, Arkansas, May 14th through the 15th.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Well, I think that's all.
So that was it. That's
Easy peasy.
yeah. You guys, I stepped out, but of course we've got all the shoots for the month,
Yeah.
and we're good to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you one thing, I am so looking forward to this Howard Hill shoot this year.
Oh yeah.
You guys, when do you guys think you're gonna make it down?
Friday night.
Friday night. Friday
Guarantee you, we'll be there as soon as we get there.
night. You don't say.
100%.
Well, all right. So all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Well, till 11:10, and then we'll cut loose and start pulling targets down.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys make plans right now. There's 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Make plans to attend the 18th Howard Hill Traditional Archery Classic. It's going to be a heck of a time. Is there anything else you guys want to touch on?
No, I think we covered everything. I mean, it's lots of fun. Lots of fun. Come and camp. Bring your RVs or whatever.
If you're not camping, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, because
Right.
we have lots of fun there.
And if you're just tuning in to us on YouTube, you can also check us out on all the podcast platforms because there's a whole season
That's not
that
on-
you might have missed.
right.
Yeah, I think that was a little jab at me. That's my fault. Matt says season 1's not on that YouTube, Alan. It will be there as soon as I get to that. But Brittany, anything? You got anything else?
Priorities, huh?
Prioritize.
No, I said priorities, huh? When
I
you
need
when
a
you get
Kleenex.
to it.
Priorities, yeah.
Well, I think it's time to call it. Amanda needs to blow her nose.
Breathe.
All right, whose turn is it?
Yours, definitely. Maybe.
Really?
I don't know.
I'll do it. Matt, roll that outro. Guys, we're glad you could join us for this week's episode of Breaking Trad. We hope you had as much fun as we did.
You can catch the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts.
You can contact us at breakingtradpodcast@gmail.com or on Facebook at breakingtradal and on Instagram at breaking_trad. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel.
Remember to subscribe and follow us. That way you'll get notifications every time we drop a new episode.
Join us next week, and remember,
Make every shot count.